in this time, we are facing serious competition in the region, okay? I don't want to mention our neighbors because they are still our neighbors. But in a positive way, our neighbors are also, we've been for a long time, the automatic port of choice for countries that are in the region. But that is not the case anymore. Our neighbors, even our neighbor Somalia, is launching their port, I think, in a week's time, the newly built port. Our friends in Djibouti, when we were doing, I think, 800,000 TUs, they were doing 200,000. Now we're in 1.4, they are in 800. So you can see people are catching up with us. Our friends in Tanzania are doing the same. In a positive way, it calls for us also to make sure that we put in necessary investment in this port to keep being, a mile away from competition, if we must make sure that this port remains a port of choice. How do you do that? You must be able to listen to new ways of developing the port, attract more investments to the port, may require to have PPP projects, and we have promised this to the nation, that we will make sure that the Lamu port is functioning, we will make sure that we will have investors through PPP that will come and expand the Lamu port, and perhaps some berths also in this port. So you will help the government and the ministry and the port itself by being the thinkers along, think about our port in 2050. Don't think about your 3 years here. Think about 2050, and then what's your contribution for the 3 years, and maybe another 3 years, so at most 6 years. That is very critical. And the president himself has already led conversations with us in Nairobi, at the headquarters, together with various advisors, and we've listened to as many proposals. But now you are the port here. Eventually it will come to you, and you will have to make a decision that is favorable and very important for the future of our country. We are about to commence major construction to support the establishment of the special economic zone. Again, that is a project that you must keep in mind. You must make sure that we deliver on time. We want to deliver it in record time, in not more than 2 years, to make sure that that berth can be able to serve the special economic zone. The MD here will tell you that already resources have been set aside for compensation of this affected persons in the Dongokundu Special Economic Zone. We are having consultations with the National Land Commission to make sure that they expedite the process so that we compensate those people and make the facility available for investment for the sake of our country. The completion of review of KPA Act must be done. And that's something, Mr. Chairman, I'll be asking you to prioritize. My office will be ready to make sure that we have the act, and then we deliver, we submit it to Parliament so that, again, in 3 years you can do so many good things, yeah? And your contract will be renewed based on your performance. We don't want to introduce a new tax, okay? We have been doing everything as a country to reduce the cost of doing business. So as a result, we've told the county of Mombasa, if there is a service that they are providing to the port, we are willing by law to recognize that service, and the Kenya Ports Authority be billed for that service. Okay, to say this is a service we are giving you, this is a bill for it, then we can pay as a service charge, than to introduce a new tax, but actually to be officially commissioned and to meet as a team. If they are going to do an interview, they needed to familiarize themselves first with what's going on in the port, because those are the questions they will be asking, with the strategic plan of the port, because then that is the questions, that's the MD they will be hiring to continue the work based on the future plans that we have. And I think, Mr. Chair, in another 1 week, you should have gelled together, understood what's going on within the port or the various ports, okay, on the authority itself. And again, you will have known each other. You will have also constituted your committees. In another 1 week, you should start the 1 or so weeks. You continue the process from where your previous board left it. And so I have no doubt in my mind that before 1st of April, we will have a new MD. And we have already discussed with the outgoing MD about a transition process. We get the other person, the new MD, the outgoing MD will help that person make sure that the transition is smooth, until we have the next MD in office. All those online stories and propaganda and all that. The good thing is that I am used to it, so there is absolutely no issue. I have absolutely no issue. The board will do its part. They will submit names to us. I will have a responsibility to play at that particular time when it comes. But at the moment, I have full trust in this board to do interviews that will be above board and to give us the best man for the job or the best lady for the job to take us for the next three years.
But the Ports Authority of Kenya is the nerve center that connects all the other transport authorities that are here. When the chairman will be taking you for orientation, you will see 0 mile. That is where the railway begins to move everywhere. The Northern Corridor, which is an institution, totally depends on this port. Lapset, you have a presence there. NTSA cannot function without the port of Mombasa because all the vehicles, almost all, enter through the country. And when they enter, they are registered and everything is done here. When now you go outside the transport docket, you have the special economic zone, which is a very important ingredient for the economy of this administration. We have the Kenya Revenues Authority here. We have, the service. So in no way am I ranking anything, but you have been bestowed with public trust.
The business is doing well. We have come out of all the challenges that we had before. About 18 months ago, we were having waiters, vessels waiting for 3 weeks. But I'm glad to continue reporting now. We are down to 2.5 days. So the turnaround in this is the thing in this business. And we shall continue to invest. You have clearly outlined the investment projects that we're undertaking. And we are already about to conclude the Dongo Kundu project port, which is going to be launched later on by His Excellency the President. And we have a number of small ones and the big ones. So we will be talking to the board and also letting them know where we are in each of the big projects that we are undertaking.
We'll do our best and to ensure that all what you've set for us and His Excellency to make sure that this port becomes one of the best, that will make sure we achieve that. And I also want to assure you that we will work as a team. As what as you've requested, I believe and I'm very sure that this team will work together. All decisions which we'll make regarding to Kenya Ports Authority will consult very well, will be wise in making our decisions and ensuring that whatever comes out of this room will be best for the country.
Tumepewa kwa njia ambayo nufaisha watu wa Kenya na taifa letu nzima. Katika jina la Yesu nimeomba na kuamini. Amen. And next time we will also have someone to have a Muslim prayer. But myself and the peers have been in the ministry for nearly 4 months. And today you have been appointed to serve in the board of various agencies, but the other directors, I think we did have personal conversation before your appointments. And take this time to do an introduction, starting with our peers. Let's finish with the peers and the chair. Let me start from Director You can be doing business, doesn't have to be an employee or all that. But at least if you say kidogo to, you know, someone say, I'm not saying for a long period of time, like you use 2 minutes to say my name is so and so, this is my profession. Thank you. Jogi?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kibwana. I'm in business and consulting, the world-class sport of choice.
Very good.
Good morning. My name is Honorable Lucas Maitha, former MP Malindi, former chairman BCLB. Darius Mobe. I've served in the board of KPA, the board of 2018, the board of 2021. I'm privileged to be serving currently.
My name is Brigadier Mate. I am an advocate by training. I'm now sitting here as an alternate to the Attorney General in the board. I'm also the director.
I represent the PS Transport in the board of KPA. I'm a trained marine transport officer, and I have served in the ministry for the last 7 years.
Dr. Solata Misweti, Dr. Kamega. I am a lecturer, personally trained as a to resign and do politics in Kakamega as a woman. Sikuanguka lakini kura haikuja kwa kikapu.
Introduce yourself.
Good morning, directors, CS and everyone. My name is John Mangemi. I'm the acting senior Kenya Post Authority.
My background is business administration. I do private business and also.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Honorable Benjamin Tayari, immediate Member of Parliament of Kinango. First of all, I want to thank His Excellency Bwana Waziri. I started here at the port.
Okay.
I started at Bandari College. I moved on, and then.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kinyanjui.
Good morning. My name is Elijah Kitu. I'm the Board Affairs Manager for Kenya Post.
I have a parting shot. April 1st will be April Fool.
Yeah.
April 1st.
Okay.
So you say April 1st.
Yes.
But April 1st and
Supply chain. So my background is logistics, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much, Chair. We have also in